Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play video games on the internet. Darkwing Duck for the NES. This is some type of artist. Last time we took care of 2 more stages, this time we'll actually finish off the game. So Megavolt and his henchmen are robbing the warehouses along the wharf. You better move quickly before all the goods are gone. Do you want to go there? Yes, A button, no B button. So, let's go take care of Megavolt. So I like Megavolt as a villain. I did not like this stage the first time I went to it at all. I thought it was extremely difficult. And for a while it was like my least favorite stage. But surprisingly enough, when I was doing the practice run I had for this game earlier this week, I actually had like a really easy time doing it. So I don't know. Oh my god, I almost just jumped right in the pit. I also like how this boat down here is supposed to be off in the distance, but it just kind of looks like a little platform you can jump on. Don't jump on it. So they bring back some of the enemies and the elements from the first level in this one. There's heavy gas there, if you want it. You know what, I am going to take it, because heavy gas is useful for this level. But the reason why I had such a hard time with this level was because they throw a lot of different enemies at you, like, frequently, and they're not all fun. Like this one here. So this lamp here, when you get close, this duck ghost genie pops out, and it's just one of those enemies where it's just like you can't really hit it until you get close, so as soon as it comes, just wail on it and hope you kill it before it hits you, because otherwise, right there, you're just gonna get hit. But you know what, they're not too bad as long as you get your timing down. These guys here, though, are surprisingly obnoxious. So that's the heavy gas, by the way. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but when you do the heavy gas, this thing comes down, and then 2 little sparks shoot out in opposite directions when it hits. So it's useful for hitting enemies that are, like, below you. This guy here, though, his jump is super... Oh my god, I caught myself in a trap. Oh my god. It's just... Well, let's take care of these guys here. I really don't want to deal with them. Oh my god, so good. I'm so good at video games. It's insane. Oh my god, I'm so good at video games. I'm so good at video games! Anyway, I'm gonna skip the gas and the gold bar over there. I really don't want the thunder gas. Can I? Nope. Okay, it doesn't matter. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to highlight the thunder gas. Good start. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it will go back to being a difficult stage, who knows. This game's really not that bad. I had a hard time with it when I was a kid, because, like, I was a kid just learning to play video games for the first time. I didn't actually beat this game until I was, probably in high school. And now I usually just breathe through it, breeze with a Z through it. But, since I'm a person doing Let's Plays, not for the first time, but it's not something I do frequently. I guess it's just getting used to talking and doing this at the same time. Maybe I should have just post-commentated this, I don't know. This commentary is all over the place. But is it really any worse than GU's? Is it really any worse? They really trick you there. I guess because the spawn point for this thing is like all the way over here, and that's like technically off screen. Oh my god, it's so oh my god, the health doesn't even show up when you die too. Okay, good to know. Oh my god. I'm gonna eat those words. The stage was really too bad, actually. Oh, come on. Can we at least get to the checkpoint before we die again? Yeah, it's kind of funny that they, like, put these hench ducks up there for, like, I don't know, just this section of the level. I don't know. I just really lose 2 parts of my heart to the fucking... Did I just jump in this fight? Oh my god, I may as well just restart this over. This is, like, absolutely terrible. But anyway. So, Megavolt. Megavolt I actually do have a strange kind of memory of. So I have no idea why, but when I was in college, for some reason, my dad bought me a Darkwing Duck comic book. I don't know if it was like the first comic book in like a long time or anything. It was the first issue of it, and you know, at the time I really wasn't into comics, so I didn't really go out and collect anymore. And now I wish I had, because it did have like a really interesting premise where like Darkwing was like not Darkwing Duck anymore. He retired and was like a normal dude, and like supervillains weren't doing their things anymore. But he worked in the same cubicle as Megavolt, who was like, you know, just his like normal self, not like the like in costume or anything. Like they were both their like their mild-mannered identities. And it was funny because like Megavolt always like complained to Darkwing Duck about how he used to face off against Darkwing Duck and what a pain in the ass he was. And it's like, and then Darkwing just was like, like I don't even think he was listening to him. And I always kind of like regret not like going through that. And I don't know, it was like, it was such a random, oh my god, do we see what we have here? It was always such a random gift my dad gave me. Because I don't know, nothing against my dad. My dad's the kind of guy, though, when he has, like, a chore, like, Christmas shopping, he usually likes to get it done as, like, quickly as possible. I'm gonna get out of here before this rat follows me, because he can jump pretty high, when he's chasing after you. And I will be grabbing that. Seriously? Okay. My dad does like to get things done as quickly as possible, so, like, I don't know where, he probably went to one of the only comic stores, where we used to live that year, but I don't know, I just thought that was, like, always kind of, like, sweet of him to, like, kind of go out of his way, because, like, I don't know, I feel like when parents don't have Christmas lists, or at least when my parents, don't have a Christmas list for their kids or anything like that, I feel like they just don't know what to get their kids sometimes. Like, my mother always gets me, like, clothes that never fit. You know, I don't know. Ooh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. We still have 7 lives. I think we can do it. But, geez, I don't know. I don't want to make this, like, a 4-part Let's Play, but, like, I'm spending a lot of time on this level. And the next level isn't exactly, like, an easy time either. So I'm just gonna I don't know, I gotta step up my game, man. I don't know. I was all set to record this today, and then I was having some problems with my computer actually setting it up and everything. Like, I plugged my my microphone into a different USB port than I was using for the .hackgu Let's Play, and for whatever reason, like, my computer's speakers just stopped working. And this has happened before with this microphone too. It's like something about like the microphone being recognized as like the speakers itself, but like the weird thing is when I went to go to try to change it, it was still showing that my actual laptop speakers were the speakers that were being used. I don't know why sound just wasn't coming out of it. You know, it's not like the sound was turned down or it was muted or anything. It, like, happened, like, right after I plugged the microphone in, but I just reset my computer and everything's fine. But, I don't know. I did spend, I don't know, like a half an hour trying to, like, fix it and, like, just so confused. And everyone's saying that, you know, when you look up a problem online that you know isn't true, but, like, it's, like, the first thing everybody says, you can't help but wonder if it's, like, true. Because, like, the first thing I see is, like, your sound card is, like, like, bad, and it's like, my sound card's not bad. My sound card would be bad if I saw it, like, going through days and stuff. It's like when you're sick, and it's like, yeah, I have a strep throat, so I go on WebMD, and it's like, well, you know, first of all, you should never go on WebMD, because I feel like 90% of the time it tells you should go to the hospital. And, like, it brings up all sorts of things that usually aren't true about yourself. If you have a sore throat, here are, like, 10 signs that it actually might be throat cancer or something like that. I don't know. So now, I don't know. Maybe I should have waited another day to record it, but whatever. It's fine. You know, if I'm that dissatisfied with the recording, you know, it's a pretty short game. Just re-record it at some other time. Come on, man, we gotta make it. Can we at least make it to the boss? Please, let's just make it to the boss. Please, let's just make it to the boss. Please. Please! Yes, thank you. So Megavolt himself really isn't that bad at all. I mean, I said that about the level, but, like, Thundergas is great here. Oh, you might actually want to watch out, because he does have, like, this attack that he'll, you know, fly up, and then it flies down, and then there's, like, that spark down there, but he just, like, walks so slow, and in, like, such a goofy way. He looks like he's, like, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo with his arms just, like, flailing back and forth. But, like, I don't know, there's, like, it's not like you're using Thundergas and he's gonna be immune to it or anything just because he's Megavolt and he has, like, mastery of electricity or something like that. So you don't have to worry about, like, that. I was gonna say something similar with, like, the Liquidator fight. It's like using Thundergas against a water opponent isn't gonna, like, you know, make him more immune to water, or make him, like, weak to thunder or something like that. I don't know. God, job well done indeed. That was terrible. That little bike Darkwing's riding, I remember I had that, it was, like, it was either something that came in a box of cereal, or it was something you had to, like, send in some box tops for, but I remember having it, and, like, if you squeezed the tires, the headlights came on. That was kind of cool. This flying ship he has, it's called, like, the Quack something. I remember I had, like, a little toy of that. That, I'm pretty sure, was, like, a cereal box toy. I had Gosalyn. Gosalyn is Darkwing's daughter, by the way. I guess she's in the other bonus game, but I don't know. Right now, I kind of don't even feel like going to it, especially in this level. Maybe if I find it in the last level, I'll do it. I don't, off the top of my head, I don't really remember where it is. This music's really good. In fact, I'm surprised I haven't mentioned it at all, but, like, the music in this game is, like, really awesome. The first level in particular, like, I always loved, and I was such a, like, a fanboy when, one of the YouTube channels, that I listen to is, Johnny Atma. He does, like, heavy metal remixes, and, shoot, yeah, you can't really avoid that flower. He does, like, heavy metal remixes of songs, and I know he's, like, a Darkwing Duck fan, because he wore a Darkwing Duck shirt in some of his videos, but, he actually did, like, a little heavy metal medley of the first 3 stage themes. I'll try to link it in the description, if you want to go listen to it, but, like, this game has, like, really, like, solid, this game has really solid music. I really like it a lot, which is another reason why I'm, like, kind of surprised that you don't really hear much about the Darkwing Duck game for NES. It's part of that, excuse me, it's part of that Disney Capcom collection that just came out. Which I'm also surprised, because I haven't really heard much about that either. Like, I remember when that DuckTales remastered came out, like, that got a lot of attention, but, so I thought maybe, since this collection was coming out, it would also, get some attention, but it never really did, which is a shame, because, I mean, I can't really, like, speak for every game in there, because, what was it? Was it DuckTales 2, Darkwing Duck, Chip and Dale, and Tailspin? Like, I love the Darkwing Duck game. I've never played the Chip and Dale one, but I hear that one's, pretty good, too. Oh, this is the one we gotta destroy. Crap. Yeah, there's also, like, a lot of shit going on at once in this level, too. God, with those owls, man! Oh, jeez. So, I'm surprised that, more attention wasn't really given to it. Shoot, man, we might go 4 parts for this, I don't know. I really wasn't planning. I was thinking I could get away with 2, but, man, I am just screwing up left and right on this run. Like, usually I can, like, get this game done, like, within an hour, but I don't know how long I've been going on now. It must be coming up close to, like, 45 minutes I've been playing it. I guess that's, like, the difference when you're Let's Playing a game and you're playing it for yourself. Really? And he's gonna respawn. Yeah. But yeah, the music in this game is really good. I've always really liked this levels music, despite like this is another one of those levels where the first half is definitely more challenging than the second half. In fact, I really like the second half of this level a lot. It's got like, you know, usually when an NES game does like waterfalls, it hurts my eyes, but I don't know, something about this one just doesn't bug me as much. Like here, like I've always, and I still am just like fascinated how cool this looks on the NES. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it'll hurt everybody's eyes or what. Reminds me of Mario 2, honestly. Mario 2 was never really a game I grew up with either. I mean, that was another game I remember renting, but I never actually owned it. I owned Mario 1 and Mario 3. I played Mario 3 a lot, but I was never good at it. So I usually got to like World 2, sometimes World 3, and that's when I stopped. I know everyone like loves Mario 3, and I can see why. It's just, I don't know. Let's just say I'm like more of a Super Mario World fan than like an original Mario Brothers trilogy fan. I don't know, something about the way Mario controls in those games just always felt so, and even like back in the day, it always felt so awkward to me. Like I mentioned earlier, shoot, God. I was hoping I could just jump over him. Oh, we're at the waterfall, too. Yeah, we might have to do this for 4 parts. I hate to do it, but I mean, I don't want to, like... Wow. I'm awful at video games today. Horrible. Oh, well. At least it makes it more interesting to watch. Usually when I play this, I'm just kind of like... I'm just, like, bruising through all this. But that just makes it sound like I'm making excuses for myself, so maybe I should just shut up with that. What was I saying? I can't keep track of anything I'm saying, man. It's ridiculous. But, oh, something about Sega. Yeah, so, like, I guess I grew up with the NES and the Sega Genesis around the same time. So I always gravitated more towards Sonic than Mario. Like, I know that's, you know, Sonic being a good game, even back then, is still, like, a topic of debate. I don't know, it's not a question for me. I've always thought Sonic was, like, a great game, like, on the Genesis. Not the first one, the first one's awful, but this, 2 and 3 are pretty good. I always, like, loved how Sonic controlled in them, but something about the way Mario controls, though, just felt so... weird. Like, Mario 1, he, like... I mean, people have complained about it before. He goes from, like, 0 to 60 in, like, under a second. There's a lot of weight to Mario in Mario 1 that just makes jumping on things feel extremely awkward. I don't know, maybe if I was better at it when I was a kid, I would, like, feel differently, but, like, I don't know. I enjoyed playing around with Mario, but it wasn't the kind of game that I was, like, losing sleep over because I couldn't beat, you know? It was just, like, another game I happened to own and that, you know, me and my sister would play or me and my friends would play. But, like, it was other games that, like, really got our attention. And Mario 3, I thought he controlled a lot better. The problem is, I feel like Mario 3 is just so freaking long, you know? Mario 3 is, like, the type of NES platformer that I'd rather do in a single sitting, and... you know, I prefer not to sit in a single sitting for, like... well, it would probably take me, like, 3 or 4 hours to get through the whole thing, but for, like, a person that's actually good at the game, it would take a lot less, I'm sure. What should I do? I'm at 19 minutes. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Who cares? For as much as my luck is going, I'm sure I'll screw up big time on the last level. So next time we'll finish off Darkwing Duck for the NES. See you guys later.